We're very excited tonight to bring to you our program entitled EOS Around the World, focused on new technology and techniques. Our objectives for tonight is to showcase novel and emerging technology and interventional EOS.
Here is most of you may be aware of or heard about endosound. This is a concept where you can convert basically any endoscope, gastroscope ostensibly, to an EUS scope with the use of this patented disposable device and technology. And essentially, the idea here is to disseminate EUS technology and capabilities across a broader platform, and given the capital intensive nature of the current EUS platforms out there. So this is a video demonstrating how the assembly is put together. This is not an unfamiliar platform here with the device head at the head of the scope, and then you have a transducer with a disposable housing, which is how this is assembled. And this gets connected to a beamformer. So you have a standard gastroscope that then now becomes an echoendoscope, so to speak. So here's this is the key part here, is that you have the capability of making this, using this as a forward viewing or as an angulated linear echoendoscope. So that's the additional advantage. And of course, the biopsy channel can be used to deliver the needle. The EUS images are comparable to the linear echoendoscope, and the conformation and the orientation is very similar, as you can see this slide. The transducer assembly is interesting. It's got a reusable, cleanable transducer right here, and a disposable housing that is, of course, one-time use. And that's how it comes. The beamformer right here connected to a operating system. And then, of course, animal lab was performed with this device, and you can see the celiac takeoff here. With the standard equipment, the traditional platform, and this is the endosound platform. And again, the comparison in the echo texture and the imaging is very similar, at least in this lab. And this video here demonstrates the endoscopic view entering the porcine esophagus, and then how the system looks endoluminally. It's very familiar views here. Try to forward this here, and this is the video showing a pancreatic examination in the animal lab. Very similar to our experience with the curvilinear echoendoscope with the traditional platform. Just moving this along in the interest of time, this is a liver biopsy being performed using this novel device. And very similar again to our experience in the animal lab with the standard platform. All right. And then, of course, the view of the needle, which is all important, as the needle exits the endoscope, you can see it right here. So not too complicated, at least as presented here. So, and then the Doppler capabilities are very similar as well. And this is the outcome of the animal lab with a bunch of folks at varying levels of expertise, ranging from KOL level to novices, and the output was described as fairly acceptable.
Dr. Sandeep Lakhtakia, I am delighted to be introducing him as part of our session today. Not only is he one of the most eminent endoscopists in the world, but he's also the director of EUS and endoscopy at the Asian Institute of Gastroenterology and the current president-elect of the Society of GI Endoscopy in India.
It is my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Anthony Teo, who is a professor of medicine surgery and deputy director of endoscopy services at the Prince of Wales Hospital at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Any comments on the universal endoscopic endosound technology, which converts every scope to an EUS scope?
That's phenomenal, actually. That's out of the box thinking.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Yeah.
Anthony, any
Yeah,
comments?
Isaac have shown me a video before as well.
Yeah.
I think
Go ahead.
gain usage in a wider scale, I think we need to overcome a few hurdles, costs, and also the quality of the EUS.
Correct.
So yeah, I think for a regular EUS scope, it's really expensive. I think only in major centers that could afford the device, you could purchase it. So if it can come with a really cheap cost, and if it allows you to plug into any ultrasound unit, definitely be attractive. And it fits in the regular scope. And of course, the puncturing abilities as well as interventional abilities. So if you can perform drainage procedures with the device, definitely very attractive as well.
Yeah, I think, and also for difficult to access areas, right? We still have issues, in luminal anatomy where we cannot get with EUS. I think that those are all good comments. Very little time is left now at this point. The presentations were amazing.